back to my kitchen. So today we are going to be making chicken fried steak. This, which is a staple here in the South and in Texas. So before we get on to our cooking, I want to thank everybody for helping to support the channel. And as always, remember to hit that like button and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. So with all that out of the way, let's grab our ingredients and let's make some chicken fried steak. For our chicken fried steak, you're going to need the following: buttermilk or whole milk, eggs, flour, seasoned salt, paprika, pepper, cayenne, cube steak, oil, and butter. If you enjoy my content and want to help support the channel, hit the join button below this video. So we've set everything up for getting our cube steak coated and ready for frying. So I've got flour, plain flour in one dish. Then I've got my egg and buttermilk mixture in another dish. And then the final coating is going to be flour with our spices, which are black pepper, paprika, seasoning salts, and cayenne pepper. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take one of our cube steaks. We're going to pass it in our flour, make sure it gets fully coated. Then we're going to pass it in our buttermilk. And try and use two different hands for this. And then we're going to dredge it in our final flour mixture. And making sure it gets fully coated and pressed onto. You have to excuse me, I'm in the middle of fighting a little summer cold, and this is going to be a bit of a messy process. And then once we get it coated, we'll set it to the side. So we're going to continue doing this till we have all of our cube steak coated and battered. So we've got our oil and butter heated up over a medium-high heat. And so now we're going to add in our cube steak. Now, I wouldn't recommend doing more than 3 at a time because you really do not want to overcrowd your pan. So we're going to let these go for about 2 to 3 minutes per side. So these have been going about 3 minutes. So now what we're going to do is we're going to flip them over. And we're going to let these go another 2 to 3 minutes. And then we're going to move them over to a wired rack so they can, any extra oil can drip off. And then we're going to cook up our last batch of cube steak. All right, so now that our chicken fried steak is all ready to go and we're ready to eat up, so we're going to make us a plate. We've got us some mashed potatoes here. And then we are going to add us a little bit of gravy. I'm using a brown gravy, but if you want, you can make a white gravy for yours. And then now, we're going to add in our chicken fried steak. Doesn't that look just delicious? And we are going to cover that with a little bit of brown gravy too. So now that we've got everything plated up, we're going to give us a bite of this chicken fried steak. So I want to try the taters first. Love me good mashed potatoes. So we're going to cut us up and try and not make a mess, being I'm not using a knife. Come on. Let's set this down so I can cut this right without making a mess of spilling everything. Tender and juicy. Love the crunch of the batter. Well, not batter, but the coating on it. Yeah, I'm going to be napping after this one. recipe a try. And as always, thanks for watching. And remember, hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and ring that notification bell. So until next time, enjoy cooking in the kitchen. And I'm going to finish off this plate of chicken fried steak.